I'm Harish Kotian. I work with Reserve Bank of India, and we have our data center. I work in the data center. Designation wise, I'm an assistant general manager. When I was 13 years old, studying in 8th standard, I got into a firecracker accident, and it so happened that one of my friend, he was lighting a cracker known as parachute. It burst twice, once in the ground and once up in the air, and I was pretty far away from the scene, but that particular one was defective. Instead of going vertically up, it went slanted, and the second blast was right on my face, and that was it. The doctors were very assuring, and they said that I will surely get my sight back, at least in one of the eye. So we were just hoping in that direction. I had a break from my schooling, and I had to undergo this corneal transplant operation to get my sight back. But it took me just about 2 years, and nothing seemed positive happening about recovering my sight. So I thought I need to do something about it. I spoke to my parents first. They were also having the same thing in the mind, but they also didn't wanted to discuss with me, and they felt happy that I broke the topic. And what we did next was we spoke to our doctor that I would want to sort of continue my studies, and the treatment can still continue. So he referred me to a person named as Dr. Vyas, and it was very different meeting him because he was the first blind person that I met. And when I met the very name itself, a doctor in front of a name, meant that he's a well-read and well-educated person. So I was looking forward to meet him. So I gone to his office. When I learnt about his background, in the sense that he had done his PhD, he's totally blind, and that in a subject like economics, that itself was a big boost, because a thought came in my mind that if he could do it, then very well, probably even I could make it. Basically, I mean, he was my first inspiration. And then he referred me to rehabilitation training and things like that. So the journey really started off from there. It's the first job that I got, and incidentally it's the job which I'm still holding, that is with Reserve Bank of India. I joined as a switchboard operator. During those days, telephone operator had a big position, because telephone calls were not all that cheap during those time. So every call had to be routed through me, so I would know each one of them, and as a result, it was sort of friendship also being built with them. And I had a sort of importance, because until and unless I give them the call, they will not get it. So they had to be good to me also. Yeah, it was in 2000 that Access India came into being, and we were a few blind people who were using computers at that time, and we had issues with technology, and we were new to Windows, so we just were experimenting with Windows at that time. We were kind of comfortable with using DOS, and this new beast called Windows came there, and we really didn't know how to deal with it. And the screen readers were not very accessible, they were not handling it very well. The whole concept too was different, what Windows was. And so we were exchanging notes, and usually we had joined some other international mailing lists to get information and sort out our problems. Then we thought that why do we do that? We might as well form a small little community ourselves, and we deal, because there are certain things which are typically Indian oriented. So that's how we have this name Access India, that accessibility but pertaining to Indian context. Technology keeps changing, things keep changing, but problems still remain, because accessibility, we solve one issue and the other props up. So it's a continuous process. So we hope that people really understand what is accessibility, and accessibility should really be taught in schools and colleges, and it should be taught at that level, because what happens is we have engineers, we have graduates, we have designers, everyone who come out of universities with big degrees, but they know very little about accessibility. So they will keep on making the same mistakes over and over again, and we'll have to again keep working on them, dealing with them, and finding solutions for it. So until unless the problem is killed at the root level, that is at the education stage itself, if people are aware of what accessibility is all about, until that is done, I think Access India has got a big role to play. Whatever job that you are doing, try to bring in excellence in your work. It will give you your own self-satisfaction, and that's the biggest prize that you can get and the biggest reward that you can get. But the feeling of happiness in doing a well done job is cannot be paid with any amount of cash. For any more stories similar like mine, visit inclusiveplanet.com/stories.